morning. I just took off from the Colorado Hemp Farm. Today I'm going to a state park outside of Breckenridge, Colorado. I'll be there for a few days, and then I'm going to keep working my way east toward Denver.
Breaking news as a mudslide closed I-70 in both directions through Glenwood Canyon.
Okay, well, I am in a predicament here.
5 mudslides.
70 is closed.
9 feet deep.
What should have been a 3-hour trip is going to be now 7 hours because of the closure on the I-70. They're saying it's going to be closed through today. So I have this choice. It's 12 o'clock now. I will get into the campground at around 7 o'clock. Or I can see if I can try and find a camp spot around here where I could stay until tomorrow and then just drive straight through. I don't know if it's worth a 7-hour trek through the mountains out of my way when I can just find a spot here to... So anyways, I'm kind of in a dilemma. I gotta figure it out. Okay, so I just spent maybe about a half hour on the phone online trying to find an alternate place other than here. So it's weird. I just wanted to maybe boondock somewhere, but there's no BLM land. There's no public lines anywhere here in Glenwood Springs. I called a couple of the campsites that are here in Glenwood Springs, and they're all filled up, mostly because of the same reason that I'm trying to get stuck in. So I found a place. It is 13 miles behind me, but it's another riverfront campground. It's only 30 amp, but they have my space, you know, so you just kind of have to roll with it. But I think I'm going to go back into town. I'm going to see if I can catch the 70 going the other way because I know it was open. Fingers crossed. This is becoming, it's not an ordeal. I mean, it happens. I'm heading, ooh, here's a thought though. It's closed because of mudslides, and I'm riverfront. So if they're expecting more rain, I'm gonna make sure that they're not expecting more rain before I go and get a riverfront campground in case it floods up or something. I'm sure it'll be fine. It's just for one night, I hope. When I was making my calls, I was taking up, I don't know, about a dozen parking spaces or so. And all these Colorado dump trucks and stuff started rolling in. There were a lot more. I don't know where they went. I guess they're maybe being staged here for some operational logistics for when they get called in or something. But they came in here just like a parade. All these big old orange dump trucks, just like boom. So
turn left on Blake Avenue.
I know I got a campsite. That's good. And I might just end up skipping the whole Breckenridge, Silverton part of my trip because of this. I'm not sure if I can get my money back. I might just go straight to Evergreen, but we'll see. I'll figure that part out next. Right now, I just need to get to my site and get set up. Oh, I did check the weather report, by the way, the rain. There's a 50% chance of rain later on this afternoon, but it's going to clear out. So it doesn't look like there's going to be a downpour. It just looks like it's going to be some light rain. So, all right, well, we'll see how all that plays out. All right, I was able to get back onto the I70 West, and I'm heading toward the campsite. But, you know, I've been on the lookout. It's a Sunday. I can't be the only one having these kinds of issues with the 70 being closed. There's got to be other trucks or other RVers that are kind of going through this, but I haven't seen anybody. So either I may have missed a memo, or I'm a little late to the party or something, because I am not seeing any other RVs or trucks or anything on the road. They're getting better at checking for weather and road conditions and elevations and stuff like that. I would have never thought I needed to check for, you know, big old road closures. Oh wait, here's a fifth wheel. There's the first one I've seen in a while. 4 miles to the campsite off the freeway. Wow, we certainly are going through some not so RV friendly roads to get to this campsite here. Here's another set of trees. I'm gonna have to cut right through the center of them. Oh, I heard a couple knocks, but no scraping. Oh, we're going up and far. There was like a little downtown area with a couple restaurants that I was thinking, maybe instead of disconnecting the car tonight, since it's just one night, I'll just hop on the bike and head on down. And I don't know, we keep getting further and further and further away.
In 400 feet, arrive at Elk Creek Campground on the left.
Made it. Time to go get checked in. All right, I'm going to site 11. I gotta go up the hill all the way around and then unhook and then back in, even though it's kind of like it parallels the creek, but it's a unique site. So he was telling me a story about it, how it used to be 2 sites, but they needed more room for bigger rigs, so they combined it, but one didn't have water. Anyways, here's the creek. Let's not fly the drone here because I don't want to get it stuck in a tree again. And I'm only here for 1 night, so if I get it stuck in a tree, I won't have a lot of time to figure it out. So, okay, that's my spot. I might be able to just pull in here without unhooking, but I should probably unhook anyways. Hey there, what you doing? Say hi. Oh, there you go. Oh, thank you. Hey, what you doing? What? Oh, wait, you got a friend. Oh, hi.
It is still closed tonight.
And that highway never fully reopened since the mudslides.
Okay, well, I ended up staying an extra day here in Newcastle, Colorado, because the I70 is still closed, and it looks like it's going to be closed for a little while longer.
I-70 could be closed for months in Glenwood Canyon because of mudslides.
So I got this absolutely gorgeous riverfront campground here. So I've decided to try and just make the best of the situation. I'm going to do something I haven't done in, gosh, I don't know how long. I'm going to start a fire. All right. Once it gets going, it gets going. I realized that as I was using that cardboard, I put it outside here because it was going to be garbage, and then it rained. So I was lighting wet cardboard on fire. But take a look. I think I'll be good to go. I think I got it. All right. I think it's going to stay lit now. Well, good morning. Today's the day. It looks like the I-70 is still going to be closed for a while. I was reading in the Denver Post. Take a look at this. I-70 closure in Glenwood Canyon may last weeks. State to declare disaster.
During this closure of Glenwood Canyon, CDOT recommends using this northern detour, which could add 2.5 hours to the trip compared to driving through the canyon.
So I am right here in Newcastle, Colorado. I'm trying to get to Evergreen, which is right here. Normally we'd just be able to hop on the 70 and it would just be a short, hour or two, maybe 2 hour jaunt up the 70 right up through there. Unfortunately, that's not going to work. So I'm going to have to, the recommended route, I'm going to have to go all the way up over here, up and down around to, this is the 70 closure, this is the Glenwood Springs where it's all closed off. Bye-bye campsite. Bye-bye river.
I-70 is closed. Switching to a new route.
So now it's taking me 287 miles as opposed to the 150. So getting in at 2 o'clock as opposed to 11. So it's a 3-hour delay. All right, I'm a little less than halfway around the detour. I just passed Craig, Colorado, and this is a nice drive. I was thinking about it, and it could be worse. Like, I could have a 3-hour detour going through like Iowa or Kansas with nothing but flat land, and that wouldn't be a lot of fun. At least here, you got mountains and you got hillsides and big, little towns. And this is the town of Hayden, Colorado. All right, I'm getting into Steamboat Springs, Colorado. I think I really, really do enjoy Colorado. I mean, it's 66 degrees right now. It's the middle of, it's the start of August. And the weather up here is just cool. It's crisp. I could see myself even spending some summers up in the high country of Colorado when it's, 100 plus down in the valleys or whatever, to come up here to 7, 8, 9, 10,000 feet even, and just get nice, cool, crisp weather that you can't get in a lot of other places. The other thing that I really enjoy about Colorado is it's the hills and the trees and the lakes, the rivers and streams and stuff. A lot of hiking and just really small, quaint towns. Well, here's something interesting. We got wild horses. There they go. Finding their home. We're coming up on another little tiny town. And I don't know the name of it, but I want one of those ATVs. You know, you would never know right now that it's like the dead of summer. It's like early August and just 40 miles away down in Denver, sunny and 90, but right here it is cold, rainy, and 53 degrees. All right, where you have a 6% grade downhill for the next 4 miles. And you know, I get nervous going downhill. You get that momentum, and you know you've got those air brakes, and like going down is a lot harder than going up. If you guys, if there's a trucker or any other RVers with the Super C or running on air brakes, you have some tips about downhill driving and braking with air brakes, leave them in the comments. I'd love to pick up some more tips on good technique on driving down hills at like a 6% grade. Which is what I've got coming up here. Drop your comments down below. Give me your tips and secrets. Coming up next on Claim the Vision. So a little while ago, I went onto social media and I asked you guys to submit questions that you may have. I am here to answer your questions. What's your profession? What's one purchase or decision you wish you could do over? What do you see being your next rig? Would you consider a gas after having a diesel? Are there any features of your current rig that you dislike? How is your Integra held up along the way? How has life treated you on the road? All this and more coming up on the next episode